calculadora. Okay, calculadora ing. Alright. So yours might look a little different than mine, but let me just show you if you have a newer calculator. I'll show you how to do this. You can write 1,000. Okay, then you're going to do 1 plus. It's terrifying.
Yeah. I don't remember this one.
Okay, 1 plus, then I'm going to go 0.03 divided by 12. So all I've done is the 1,000, the parentheses 1 plus 0.03 divided by 12. Now, everyone watch this because this is the biggest issue. You're going to press this caret right here. Now, for how many of you does your calculator look like this? And congratulations, you guys have the more expensive calculators. For you guys, it's really easy. You just do 12 times 3 and then press enter. So we'd have $1,000.94. For the older calculator people, you're going to have the following. 1,000, 1 plus 0.03 divided by 12. Okay, watch this, folks. For you guys, when I press this button right here, you get something like this. This is so important. You have a calculator that looks like this. You need to put your parentheses here, or else it will just raise it to the 12th power and then times it by 3, which is not what we want. So if you have this, use your parentheses, which are right here. So you're going to push this one first, and then you do 12 times 3. And then I close my parentheses right here. Okay, so make sure everyone who has a calculator in this room can get 1,094. Are we golden? All right. So that's how much he has. And you might say, that doesn't seem like a ton, but he basically made $95 doing nothing. So this was $1,094. How many cents? 5 cents. And we're done with that problem. So don't worry too much about these, besides you have to just plug into a calculator. Now this 3% is possible at some banks, but if you guys have debit cards and savings account, usually the percentage that banks give you are close to 0.1% or 0.2%. It's not very good. So if you have just money laying around, not making interest, that is silly. I would almost say stupid, because 3% even is not a lot. You could put it in the stock market and be guaranteed 8% every year. Not guaranteed, you never know. But historically, the stock market gets 8% every year. We can talk more about the stock market if you are interested in it. All right. I don't know why that picture is there. All right, next. What if you, I don't know what that O is. Oh, it's like a circle. Okay, what if you invested $500 at 12% for 10 years, compounded quarterly? Now, there are some high schools that have quarters. How many different classes, like instead of us having trimesters, having 3 kind of sections of the year, quarterly means how many times per year? 4. So we would have our amount is equal to our principal, which is 500, 1 plus. Now for 12%, if you think about 12.0%, if I take my decimal and bring it back twice, that's a 0.12. whereas before it was a 0.03 because it was just 3%. So this 12% is going to be a 0.12 divided by, what's my n going to be?
3.
Careful. 4, because quarterly means we're going to get it 4 times per year. Raised to the power of my nt, which would be my 4, because my n is 4. And my time is how many years? 10 years. Starting amount, interest rate, quarterly, 10 years. Go ahead and plug that into your calculator. I got 1,631. Can someone confirm they got the same thing? I mean, this is a big deal, you guys. If you actually do this in your life, if you invest $500 when you're 18 and you just leave it in the stock market for 10 years, you could instead of having $500, you'd have $1,600 roughly. Any questions on this topic? The only thing I want to talk a little bit more about before I let you loose is this. Okay, there's some other things that you might see. So for example, if you saw daily, compounded daily, how many days in a year? Good, so your n will be equal to 365. If you see weekly, does anyone know how many weeks are in a year? 52. If you saw monthly, we've already done this one, but what would monthly be? 12. If we saw quarterly, we'd have n equals 4. I think that's all you'll see, but I could be wrong. So for some of you that don't know that information, you might want to get that down. All right, let's go ahead and go to our next page in our packet. Question number 3 will be a little challenging for you, but I want you to try the best you can on it, okay? We'll certainly go over it.